Good afternoon, everyone, and I am thankful to agriinformation.com for providing me such opportunity to enhance the knowledge of agripreneurs on the agriculture, especially on organic farming of call crops. So today's subject for the discussion is management of diseases in call crops, cauliflower, cabbage, and broccoli in organic farming. So coming to the major diseases of call crops, which are attacking the cabbage, cauliflower, and broccoli more, have been club root of crucifers or finger and toe disease in other name, which is caused by the fungus Plasmodiophora brassicae, or it is a kind of a organism which shapes like a plasmodium. That's why it is named Plasmodiophora brassicae. Second is black rot, that is a bacterial disease. Xanthomonas campestris pathovar campestris is responsible for such disease. Alternaria leaf spot, it is again fungal disease caused by Alternaria brassicola fungi. Damping off. Coming to the damping off, there are two organisms associated with the damping off in call crops. First is Pythium and its species, and Rhizoctonia solanae. Sorry for the spelling mistake. Downy mildew, that is caused by Paranospora parasitica. So this is the generalized introduction of major diseases which are attacking the call crops. In the first picture, you can see the club root. Here, symptoms resembles like more of a finger and toe when swallowed. It resembles same on the root system of a crop. This one is the especially root of cabbage. As you can see here, clubbing of many tissues. This particularly clubbing happens due to accumulation of auxins and cytokinins. Second is black rot of cabbage, which resembles typical V shape of blackening of veins and yellowing on the lower side leaves. Then this is the Alternaria leaf spot, and it shows the target board like symptoms, as we can clearly see the picture. Fourth one is damping off caused by Pythium and species and Rhizoctonia solanae. Fifth is downy mildew, which is caused by Paranospora parasitica. Here we can see patches of green color, and yellowing chlorosis is a first visible sign of symptoms of particular disease. So these are the disease as we have overlooked onto that area. Now coming to the management practices for organic vegetables. First of all, we have to observe our field in each and every stage, starting from the seedling stage to harvest, starting from the seedling stage to transplanting and the harvesting. We have to observe our whole field, and this in the first picture we can see the zigzag monitoring pattern, as it is highly appreciable and recommended by scientists to knock out, or we can say to catch the infection of any kind of disease in our field. So first and foremost is we have to observe where the disease has been occurred. After that, we can only treat the diseases. Second is composting agro waste. So on farm, we have so many of agro waste products which are accumulated on our field, be it animal waste, be it other dry leaves and other green leaves that may be due to their senescence of particular crop or a particular plant. So all this, what this agro waste does, if we try to decompose or we make the compost out of it, we have there our fertilizer, our own fertilizer, and it requires very minimal of efforts, but at the same time it is highly nutritious for the crop. Now coming to the basics of organic disease management. So first we have to maintain a healthy soil. By means of healthy soil is the researchers have reported the healthy soil or the researchers had reported that the soil which has low amount of soil microbial diversity is tend to attract more of pathogenic organism, and it tends to harbor more of a pathogenic organism. To maintain a healthy soil condition, we can apply organic amendments such as neem, beet and neem cake, groundnut cake. We can go for also grain manuring with sun hemp and other crops which are rich in the amino acids which can provide the food for our soil microbial diversity. Second is we can go for such or inorganic, there is organic, we can say uh, manures or liquid manures which are available in our ancient text, and still it is under rediscovery, as we can say. First is Panchagavya, then another one is Jivamruta, then another recently discovered, and it is a gift to us from the doctor, later Dr. Y.L. Nane sir, that is Kunap Jala, herbal Kunap Jala. So what such kind of menu does, they provide the food to enhance the soil microbiota, which ultimately aids in maintaining a healthy soil and which provides a protection against pathogenic microorganism attack to our plants. So that was the first basic to maintain a healthy soil. Second, maintain a healthy crop. In order to maintain healthy crop, first we require this healthy inputs. So it is very essential to use disease free seeds or seedling materials. In case of call crops, we generally go for transplanting. And even if you are growing your own seedlings, it is very essential to pick the perfect amount and perfect suitable variety for your region. So we can go for resistant variety which is recommended by state agriculture universities. And another thing is seed treatment. In order to maintain a shield to early growing and very fragile seedling, it is necessary that we provide the shield in form of seed treatment. So in organic farming, a very powerful seed treatment is hot water seed treatment, as in case of call crops, which is 50 degrees centigrade hot water for 15 minutes to cabbage, cauliflower, and we can say broccoli seeds, which provides protection against fungus and bacterial diseases, as this much of hot water is able to destroy the bacterial infection if it is present. And another thing is bijamruta. This is the we will see how we can make the bijamruta in other slides further as we progress. What does the bijamruta actually do for protecting our fragile seedling? It provides essential micronutrients, as well as it provides some kind of a suppressive bacteria which helps in suppressing the power of pathogenicity of pathogen causing disease causing microorganisms. So in this way we can start to shield our seedlings, which provides healthy initiation of our crop. Then use of natural pesticides in market. Currently there are many natural pesticides are available, but if I can say you that we can make our natural pesticides using our own farm resources. So there are many kind of natural pesticide, as I have earlier have said that Kunab Jala, Panchagavya, beet, Jivamruta, this all work as a natural pesticide, as well as there is a Dashaparni Arka, which means 10 antimicrobial or antifungal leaves of the particular medicinal plants, which provides essential amount of natural pesticide compounds which are present in there. We can say alkaloids, some kind of alkaloids they have in their leaf or roots or cloves, whatever it may be. If there is a garlic, neem, there is a cinnamon bark, there is a many kind of organic pesticides are available in the form of natural plant extracts. Other than that, use suitable varieties. As we have discussed, in a maintaining a healthy crop, it is must to to select the varieties based on your geographical area and based on your weather condition, which enhances the performance of the particular crop, and as well as it provides healthy values for the particular crop if given in the market. Monitoring the crop regularly. If we do not go for monitoring, how we can identify the problem and then how we can troubleshoot? It is must to monitor the crop on the regular basis using the zigzag pattern. Then last is promoting natural predators. In case of pests, there are many pests which attacks the cabbage, especially cole crops, which are responsible for spread of disease also. So in such condition, it is must that we as a farmer enhance our natural biodiversity in our farms. And what we can do to enhance such biodiversity, we can create entomophage park, which allows the crop which are rich in pollen and harbors the natural enemies also. And such crops also can provide essential nutrients for these kind of predators, which ultimately helps in controlling the actual pests which are attacking our crops. So in that way, we need to promote natural predators to avoid any kind of a spray of any fungicide or insecticide. Then coming to the mixed cropping system, what actually mixed cropping system helps? It aids in if one crop fails. Of course, there are benefits of mixed cropping system by we can how we can enhance the mixed cropping system and as well as farmers income. If one crop fails, we can use the another crop and we can fetch the good price of from it. But in case of organic farming, mixed cropping helps in maintaining the soil fertility. Means it does not what the monocropping does actually, let me tell you. First, monocropping suck out all the essential nutrients and all the minerals from the soil, which makes the soil less fertile, while monocropping or while mixed cropping means doing sorghum, lentil, red gram with along with such leafy greens allows to retain the structure of the amino acids as well as essential nutrients in the soil itself. So in that way, mixed cropping helps in maintaining soil fertility up to the level. Then coming to the mulches, what the mulches and plastic films exactly do. Before crop, obviously they help in controlling nematodes, some insects, and many of resting structures of fungi as well as nematode by providing the pressure cooker mechanism, and it kills by increasing the temperature up to 4 degrees centigrade. But on the other hand, what mulches do, they they sustain the crop growth by retarding the growth of weeds. In that way, whatever the nutrients we are applying, the particular crop can have those nutrients unbiasedly. So for the effective nutrient utilization, mulches are very essential in organic farming. So these are the mainly components of organic farming, which we can say also that integrated nutrient management. First, we can say crop rotation. So crop rotation is not possible in all the field, we can say. But what we can do is we can go for mixed cropping. So it allows the pathogen to starve for some time, and which prevents any outbreak of a disease in organic disease management. Then second is green leaf manures, as we have earlier discussed. The neem cake, groundnut cake, mustard cake, all the cakes are very beneficial as they have many alkaloids as well as essential nutrients, which allows not only to enhance the plant growth but some suppressive kind of chemicals which suppress the growth of pathogenic microbes. Then vermicompost, it is excellent fertilizer, as we can see for all crops, cabbage, beet, cauliflower, in case of a nursery condition as well as under the farm area. Then manures. In case of the manures, we can use the trichoderma enriched FIM, bone meal, fish meal, which are so beneficial for the crop as well as the soil. Ultimately, in organic farming, we have to manage our resources by adding the values in our resources. Then biofertilizers, many biofertilizers and consortiums of different organisms are available. As we can see, metrrhizum, anisopili in case of nematodes, and in case of diseases, there are trichoderma, there are pseudomonas fluorescens, bacillus subtilis, pseudomonas like bacillus licheniformis, and many other kinds of bacteria, uh, phosphate solubilizing, zinc solubilizing, which able to solubilize the unavailable, whatever the unavailable nutrients are there in the soil, and provides the nutrients in a palatable form to plants. Then coming to the animal husbandry, there are many manures which we can make on our farm if we are having animals on our field. Uh, this is the panchagavya which we have prepared. Yes. Uh, so cow dung, cow urine, cow milk, cow ghee, jaggery, cow curd, ripened banana, water, and one ingredient here is missing, that is coconut water. We use all these ingredients in this much of quantity: 7 kg of fresh cow dung, 10 liter of fresh cow urine, cow milk 3 liter, cow curd 2 liter, cow ghee 1 kg, jaggery 3 kg, ripened banana 12 of fingers, as we can see, coconut water 3 liter, and water 10 liter. We have to first mix the cow dung, cow urine, cow dung and ghee for 2 days, and after 2 days we have to add on all the listed ingredients here, and we have to keep the solution, or we can say concoction, stirring anti-clockwise and clockwise 5 times uh, in the morning as well as in evening. After 15 days, the panchgavya will be ready for the spraying on the standing crop, as well as we can provide the drenching of panchagavya in soil also. This is the ingredients list which is used for preparation of Bijamrita, which is essential to shield our seeds from seed-borne infections as well as soil-borne infection. In that, we use fresh cow dung, fresh cow urine, that is 500 gram and 500 ml respectively. Soil from banyan tree. Why typically soil from banyan tree? Because banyan tree soil has been recovered major kind of microorganisms which are suppressive in nature, which can suppress the growth of pathogenic microbes. So the soil under banyan tree is highly organic. And lime 10 gram and water 2 liter. Here is the list of ingredients as we have prepared also: cow dung, cow urine, rhizospheric soil from banyan tree, lime, water. Then ingredients used for the preparation of Jivamruta. This is all again the organic manure which is responsible for suppressing the disease causing microbes on the standing crop as well as on the soil. Fresh cow dung 10 kg, fresh cow urine 10 liter, jaggery 2 kg. Jaggery and pulse flour enhance the population of microbes which are essential for the good growth, or we can say for nitrogen fixation also. Soil under banyan tree, again as earlier we discussed, 500 gram and water 180 liter. These are the ingredients of Jivamruta. So all these were ingredients of which are used for organic management. Now coming to the why we go for organic management, because first we have to learn that all the vegetables we are naturally originally consuming in the raw form, or we can say in the slightest cooking, we do the slightest cooking, and this practice demands for organically grown vegetables. If all the pesticides we consuming without processing any kind of, without adding the processing on the we can say vegetables, it will be very harmful to us as well as the whole food chain. So there is a need for organically grown vegetables, which allows to summarize me this my topic of management of diseases in call crops. If there is any questions.
Thank you very much, Ms. Dhara, for a wonderful presentation. I will take up the questions from the participants now. In the meantime, can you please stop sharing the screen so that we can see your full video?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, I'll move on to the first question. What preventive measures can farmers take to minimize the risk of diseases in cold crops?
Yes, first, as a preventive measure, I would like to say that first go for resistant varieties which are available in your local market. You can gain the information of resistant varieties on particular crop by visiting the nearby university or nearby Krishi Vigyan Kendra. So first and foremost is to prevent the seed-borne infection and soil-borne infection. Go for resistant variety and go for the seed treatment. The both are preventive measures. In case of seed treatment, you can use the Bijamruta as we have shared on the PPT, and 10 ml per kg seed is very enough. First, you have to dip the seeds in the Bijamruta, and then we have to soak the seed for 10 minutes, or if major requirement, you can extend it up to 15 minutes. After that, you can spread a thin layer of those treated seed on a, what we can say, a newspaper or blotter paper to absorb the excess amount of Bijamruta, and then you can go for sowing if you are growing the nursery. And if you are going for transplanting, then I would recommend that go for a such transplant that are grown in a disease free area, or we can say disease free condition, and then you can also use the same Bijamruta in treating the seedlings.
Okay. Are there any resistant varieties of cauliflower, cabbage, and broccoli available in combat diseases?
Yes, there are many available varieties of cabbage and cauliflower, particularly. About broccoli, there are still under the pipeline, because it is as we have the idea that it is not native of our country. But in case of cabbage, you can use Pusa mukta, Copenhagen, and in case of cauliflower, you can use white drumhead, Pusa snowball, and another variety which I forgot, but I will mention if there is in my PPT.
Okay. How important is crop rotation in disease management for cold crops?
See, if the farmer is able to rotate the crop, there is a must, we can say we have to rotate the crop, because what it actually does, if you are growing the same crop at the same time in a whole year, or for 2 years, it allows the pathogen that it allows the food provision to pathogen, and pathogen increases day by day, and it suppresses its what we can say, it suppresses its behavior or its infection. It may cause latent infection, and sometimes it cause huge amount of outbreak, as we have know the Irish famine, which is the main reason the rotation strategy exists. It breaks the chain by starving the pathogen. I hope it was
Yeah.
understandable answer.
I will move to the next question. What role do cultural practices like proper spacing and sanitation play in disease control?
Yes, sanitation allows in case of cabbage and other call crops. What generally the matter is they are leafy vegetables, so they grow more kind of outward. And if the sanitation is not there, the lower side of leaf gets fastest infection. But if we are sanitizing properly, or we can say we are rogging the affected plants or its plant parts, or we are removing the affected leaves, it allows to again break the infection chain and reduce the inoculum load of be it a bacterial disease or fungal disease. So sanitation is also must in case of organic farming. It reduces the usage of any kind of practices, what we can say, it reduces the spray of any kind of natural fungicide, because we already are eliminating the disease causing sources.
Okay. Are there organic methods or biopesticides that can effectively manage diseases in pole crops?
uh, for specially call crops, that there are no currently designed particular kind of pesticides, but organic in case of call crops, they have a property of what we can say an alkaloid which is used in biofumigation. So we can use the same strategy of biofumigation at a 50% growth of particular call crops. These call crops are dipped into or buried into the soil, which allows the biofumigation of the nearby soil. So based on this principle, the scientists and researchers are preparing the special kind of formulation which is essential to control the diseases in particularly call crops. So yet there is an under pipeline, but we can use the Bijamruta, Jivamruta, Dasaparniyark, some plant extract, garlic clove extract, and cow urine amended garlic clove extract, or rhizome, ginger rhizome extract, which are available in the local markets also.
Okay. How does the choice of planting location and soil preparation impact disease
Based
incidence?
on yes, based on my experience personally, if you are going for call crop nursery preparation or transplanting, choose a raised bed, as these crops, or we can say these seedlings, are very fragile and very sensitive to waterlogged condition. If there is a waterlogged condition for even 2 days, all the seedlings will be affected by damping off. So choose a raised bed over good aerated area, and make sure that it has the well drained system, and which allows aeration between the rows, and do not sow the seeds so close that they do not get aerated, and further development of fungal and bacterial diseases can happen.
Okay. What are the early symptoms of diseases in cold crops and how can farmers take timely action?
Yes, being a layman or being a farmer, we can observe the kind of the daily observation of your area is key to identify whatever, if it is a wrong, there is, if there is anything wrong. So in case of a damping off and black rot of cabbage, we can observe the slight mycelium growth in case of we can say Pythium aphanidermatum infection, damping off on the near side the root areas. If you are using plug trays are also indicating such kind of mycelial growth. In case of black rot, the whole seedling gets yellowish, and if you are observing the yellowish seedling, raw rogging is a essential practices for growing the transplants. So first key is monitoring regularly in case of nursery as well as field condition. If you are finding any suspicious things, then consult your plant doctor nearby your Krishi Vigyan Kendra or nearby your agri clinic, and go for we can use the Plantix app also. Nowadays, in case of artificial intelligence, Plantix app provides utmost accurate information on the particular whatever your disease is there in that. So you also can use the technology to early identification of particular diseases, and monitoring is the key to allow your crop to save from particular disease outbreak. And in case of actions, first and foremost action is sanitation. Then if you are finding after sanitation also you are finding, then consult a plant doctor, and then after use a natural biopesticides or bio-based pesticides, and make sure you are providing excellent nutrients and proper drainage.
Okay. Can you recommend a suitable spray schedule for fungicides or pesticides to control cold crops diseases?
Yes, first and foremost, uh, if there is a disease already in the field area, use the garlic clove extract, or you can say or you can use neem leaf extract, 100% of the extract, and you can dilute if you are having any more of less of area of in case of nursery condition. 5 ml of plant extract in 20 ml of water is very beneficial, as I have personally researched on the black rot of cabbage, and I have seen the good results and control of the black rot of cabbage in case of garlic and neem extract both. 5 ml in 10 ml of water distilled, or we can say clean water, and spray on the grown transplants. Make sure you are spraying this spray onto the rod area from where the you have pluck out the infected transplant also. Then after you can use copper oxychloride and borax mixture, as they are allowed for organic farming because they are source of minerals, and these both compounds possess antibacterial and antifungal properties. Borax mixture you can use up to recommended dose. There are different doses of recommendation. You can visit the CIB and RC, Central Insecticide Board and Research Committee. There they are providing their recommendation based on the crop you are growing, be it cabbage, cauliflower, or we can say broccoli. And I have personally also found use of particularly copper oxychloride beneficial in 300 ppm with in vitro condition of black rot causing bacteria. So I can say with proof that it can control the disease, as well as they are considered as organic, and they also enhance the crop growth by providing the shield.
Okay. Are there integrated pest management strategies that combine various approaches for better disease control?
Actually, there are many of integrated plants available for organic pesticide free cultivation, but for organic cultivation it is still under designing. But personally I have designed a plan for growing of a cabbage nursery, which may be like this, as I am currently expressing these points. First and foremost is use of resistant varieties. Second is prepare the seed bed, or we can say raised bed, and with good drainage condition. Then label your crops or label your seeds if you are going for mixed cropping or multiple crops, broccoli or cabbage, broccoli and cabbage and cauliflower. Then use a seed treatment of bijamruta and grow those seeds which are treated with bijamruta. Then after we can go for providing the bone meal or fish meal kind of to enhance the growth, but it reduces it requires the time to absorb. So in such cases what we can provide them is liquid organic manures, as we have discussed earlier: kunab jala, dashaparniyarka, ghan jivamruta, Bijamruta, which also act as a kind of a fertilizer to enhance the crop growth. As personally, I have observed that 10 ml per 10 kg of seed treated with Bijamruta in case of cabbage provides good germination and reduce the disease intensity of black rot of cabbage. Then after, if disease occurs, then you can spray the Botex mixture, or we can say copper hydroxide, up to, what we can say, there is a 100, 200 and 300 ppm, which I have observed good results in all the three concentrations. And then after, we can use such healthy grown seedlings for transplanting, and before transplanting, use of pseudomonas 15 ml pseudomonas liquid culture with 1 bucket full of water, or we can say 50 ml, or sorry, 500 ml, and 15 ml of pseudomonas fluorescens. Then put what we can say, a chunk of a jaggery, and keep this solution overnight, and then you can soak your transplanting into such organically rich pseudomonas fluorescens, which helps in protecting the seedlings after transplanting against fungal and bacterial diseases. Then after, you can observe for good growth, and meanwhile sanitation should be must for, and monitoring and sanitation should be must.
Okay. How does managing irrigation and water drainage contribute to disease prevention in cold crops?
Yes, to manage the disease, first we have observed that many nursery are providing the sprinkler irrigation system. And let me tell you clearly, sprinkler irrigation enhances the bacterial and fungal disease chances and its outbreak. So try to make sure that aeration is as uh, good as possible. If you are using sprinkler, try to go for, we can say, put the trays for slight sunshine in morning sunshine hours, put the trays on the sunshine areas, and then use a sprinkler water, which helps in reducing the disease. Many are I have observed in my during my survey program, I have observed many farmers are using bodex mixture in their what we can say, the spraying mechanism, or sprinkler, or fogger. They use the bodex mixture also in very very what we can say, fine amount, fine powder. So it allows to as provide the water as well as the protection against if there are any disease causing organisms. So in this way you can manage the fertilization as well as irrigation, or we can say fertigation, or we can say camigation.
Okay. What resources or extension services are available from agricultural departments to assist farmers in disease management for cold crops?
For coal crop particularly, we can visit the if I talk about the digital resources, we can visit the ICR website and other uh, website which are available for horticulture crops, be it a Varanasi website for vegetable research, and there are many research problems and the solutions are available on Himachal Pradesh Solan websites. These are the digital sources. But other than that, you can visit the in case of our Gujarat, there are Sardar Smriti Kendra, which provides the easy and local literature to farmers, and as well as they counsel the farmers along with that in order to prevent the usage of chemicals and promotes the organic farming also. Along with that, there are many talks also available on the, particularly in a CD form, or we can say on a YouTube videos are there for organically grown vegetables, mushrooms, and many other agriculture commodities. So you can use such digital sources if you are comfortable, or you can visit nearby SIU, state agriculture universities, to gain the knowledge about your particular crop on organically managing pest and diseases. Rather than that, you can use many of available apps which are providing you the information of nutrient management as well as pest and disease management.
Okay. Thank you very much. We have now completed the round of questions. On behalf of agricultureinformation.com, we like to thank Ms. Dhara Rajendrakumar Prajapati for the talk and for answering the questions. I like to also thank all the participants in this meeting. This meeting will now be closed.
I would like to thank Agriculture Information for providing me such a good opportunity. It may be I may have misspoken or I may have pronunciation gap, but please excuse me as I have just finished my PhD and I was a little worried as it is for the first virtual meeting after my PhD. I hope I answered your questions in a well mannered
It was a
area.
wonderful talk. You're most welcome. It was a wonderful talk and you did it very good. Okay, thank you very much.
So much, ma'am. Thank you for listening me patiently.
You're most welcome.